Happiness through curiosity on the Ranveer Show. Welcome to TRS Clips.
In 2014, in Brindavan, in Kartik, many people came. So one of them was a very rare person that everyone was talking about him. Oh, he's a shaman. He does so many crazy things. In Colombia, he pray for people and becomes true. Bhutas, ghost comes inside his body. And I was like, I want to keep distance. I was like, I didn't want this type of energy close to me. But so many people will come from different parts of the world. He was coming from Colombia, from my same city. I'm from Bucaramanga. So he was coming from that city also. So I was like, kind of like, I hope he's not watching this. Okay. And it was
Krishna be with you. Krishna be with you. There's a protective layer.
So I remember very well. He stayed like for 6 months. And in 2014, it happened the Kumbh Mela in Allahabad in those times. Now it's Dev Prayag.
Prayagraj.
Prayagraj, yeah. And we went like in buses. We went like so many of us. And that person was there.
In the bus?
In the bus with all, we were like camping, with all the yogis. Have you been in Kumbh Mela?
No.
Especially the Kumbh Mela. Oh my God. You will just feel the energy. It's like crazy energy, mixed energy. You will feel
There's
everything.
darkness also.
Yeah, both. But also you can find like highest. It's very, very, very intense. Anyway, we went there. We were doing I didn't tell you this, but we had a drama of protecting Mother Nature, protecting the rivers. We dressed as Jamuna, Ganga, Saraswati. So we were like, clean our rivers, like we were like doing this drama. So we were doing in all the camps of yogis. And we have to share with all South American people. We were like almost 100 of us coming from South America. So this boy, I started feeling some energy with this boy.
This shaman.
The shaman. Yeah.
How old was he?
Young. He was younger than me.
Really?
Yeah. But he was already like medium and things like that. But I didn't know much.
How does someone reach that advancement at a young age?
Family. The parents, they do that. They teach to the kids. So they grew up in that life.
Okay.
So his family was big shamans from that city. And I remember I felt some energy coming from him, but I didn't pay attention. The thing is, it was one guy after me in those times. And he was in love with that guy. He was gay. So this shaman was in love with that guy. So he was very angry because he was kind of like always trying to search for my attention, and he was kind of in love with that guy. So I started feeling like that envy energy from him towards me. And one day I was a tree, just to tell you in the drama. I was dressing as a tree. I was like, don't cut me. I was like saying to all the yogis. And one day I just couldn't even open my arms. I was in fever and I went to the camp and I was like in fever the whole night. Like whole night I was in fever. Next day, like nothing. I stand like nothing. Nothing happened to me.
But what do you think was happening?
I didn't have idea of what just happened. Oh, I forgot to say something before that. That was the main thing. Like I have to tell you about the protecting energies. My mother, before that call, she was still not happy. I was in India with the virus. She was still not happy. She became happy in 2016. 2014, she was still not happy. And she say, Juliana, because my name is Juliana, she's like, I'm not going to speak to you anymore if you don't come here and continue your university, because I left university and everything. She's like, stop doing nonsense there. What are you doing in India? What are you doing for your life? So she say, don't call me if you are not coming back to Colombia. And she she cut the call, and we didn't speak like for 3 months. So my mother is always been a very big protection for me, but in those times she left. She was angry at me because I was still like, like for her I was like a hippie. Like my daughter is a hippie, like what she's doing there with all these yogis, So that's a very, very important point, let me tell you, because I felt I was unprotected, and I was not praying that much because we were doing too much service of drama and things like that. So I was not very focused internally. I was doing more service, seva. Oh my God. When I after that day, I got fever in the night. You cannot imagine how they were disturbing me. I believe everyone who is very sensitive, they feel that, like you are paralyzed in the bed.
Sleep paralysis.
Yeah. Yeah. But some people say, oh, it's the brain. No, it's actually energies. And that energy was walking on me, like walking in all my body, and was like, I wanted to kill me. Like I was feeling the hands killing me.
Could you see anything? You could just feel.
I just was feeling. I was just opening my eyes and feel in my body, like how it was touching me. I woke up, I was crying. Next girl close to me, she was like, what's going on? Are you okay? And I was crying. And I was just praying, what's going on? Like I was praying so much, Krishna. We prayed to Nrsimha. Nrsimha Bhagavan is a form of Krishna for protection. I was like chanting, and I was like, what's going on? But I had the same feelings, like I'm not joking with you, for 2 weeks. Same feelings. It was disturbing me every single night, trying to kill me.
It was that same entity.
Same.
And you think that shaman released something on you?
Well, I was not very sure. I felt the energy of envy, but I was not very sure. So one day I was super tired. Like honestly, that night was the worst. I was thinking I was going to die. Like it was squeezing me. I felt like I was going to die, and I just woke up, and I never ever feel like I prayed so sincere in my life. I was like, what's going on? Like I say, God, Krishna, please show me what's happening. Like show me what's the source of this situation. Is the place, is the some yogi energy? Like what's going on? I fall asleep. And okay, I hope people is open-minded to understand that this is real, but I'm telling my experience. I went out from my body. I was flying, and I saw my body and all my friends sleeping.
Astral travel.
Yeah, astral. I have that experience. The soul came out. And I didn't know what to do. And even I didn't control my body. So my body started flying like a flash. This anime, Flash? I was just flying all over Kumbh Mela. My soul was like flying. And in one point, like again, I came back to the camp, and I was just coming in a slow motion. Like I just saw everything in a slow motion. And I saw that guy, the shaman, I saw that guy behind the tent, my tent. He was laughing like a witch, and laughing and enjoying. And I say, he's the one who is doing things like he is the one who is causing all that. I got it. And boom, I came back to my body. And next day I just went to speak to him. I didn't have any fear. I just say, I know you are doing this. I saw you. And God is with me. And that time it finished. It didn't happen that anymore. I believe that person got a bit scared. But I also felt my mother energy was missing. The protection of her prayers. Because mothers is always like praying for the kids, And something, it's because we are mixing so much, but something I forgot to tell you. My first interaction with this guy, he was reading the palm of everyone. This was when we were in Vrindavan, before Kumbh Mela. And now I tell you the whole connection. He was reading the palm, and I say, okay, read my palm. In those times, he was not jealous. And he touched my arm, and as soon as he saw, he say, I hate your mother. He like put the hand like that, and he said, "I hate your mother." And I was like, and he said, "I hate your mother so much. She's a witch." And I was like, "You are the witch one," like yeah, like I understood that actually my mother was the one who was. I know God, Krishna, all, but sometimes we don't have so much. Still me, in those times I was strongly not very very powerful, but my mother, I understood how the prayers of our mothers, grandmothers, they are so important, because you know why? They love us so much. They do with sincerity for us. So I understood this is very very powerful. When you pray for someone you care a lot, it's very very valuable. You have to see that as the best gift. Yeah, so I understood in that time. But yeah, later I have to do still some energy was there. And I went to Mayapur after that, Mayapur in Calcutta, near Calcutta. There we have a big Nrsimha, and I did Jagya. And there I fully released from that energy. But yeah, it was very, very intense.
Do you know the Narsim mantra?
Yeah.
Are you okay saying it?
Oh my God, but we have a lot. We have the Ugrambira, Mahavishnu, Jalatan Sarvatomukham, Nrsimham, Visparamadram, Mitron Namamyaham. This is the most powerful. Is when Nrsimha this is the one that Nrsimha is angry and want to protect the body. But the other, we have a big Nrsimha Pranam that we chant almost every day. That is long, and we chant actually.
Lots, at the start of this podcast, you said how India doesn't value its own knowledge.
Yeah.
This is one of those situations where there's a lot of power in these mantras.
Yeah, it is. It is. Believe me, it is. As soon as I did that, you don't know how relief was for me when I did the whole Jagya.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the entire episode and also check out this playlist that we've curated just for you.